Yo, dudes. Rich, what's up? Mario, did you have a question last night? I got your message in the wee hours in the morning. AJ, how goes it? Nate? No, Cal. It wasn't the bush. It was the staying up late. Um, because I don't know, uh, being on there, uh, talking to everybody, kind of gets you, uh, kind of gets you energized. And then you require, or I do, like a little bit of downtime to come off of it. So like when I got home, my brain was still going, so I couldn't like immediately go to sleep. So I laid down to go to sleep, and then the bean started crying, and then a little while later, at like 1, the bean started crying again, and then like 1:30. So it was like, when I was ready to crash, we had babies crying, so it was not a pleasant sleep. Um, Team No Fish, which baits? It was a long night. What's the email just sent to you? Hold on, Instagram. I have to use my phone. Uh, let's see. Email just sent to me. Amy sending me email. Forgot password. Um,
How can it your email?
you mean that password?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Insta. Um, Yeah, I think he put them up, unbeknownst, sneakily. He put them up yesterday, middle of the day, but didn't tell anybody. So they've been up a while. But I think people eventually found their way to them. Nate, thanks, man. Vince, what's up, dude? Uh, I gotta get some. I meant to do this last night, but I gotta pluck some baits. The alien Plemons of the future. I did these yesterday. Oh, catcher. Marty baits rarely don't go quick. Yeah, unless people don't know that they are up. Um, I put these up last night. I didn't get to talk about them much, um, but I did put them up on the website. Um, I haven't put my Martys up yet because I didn't have time to take pictures. Um, but I'll show. I'll take one out and show y'all what I did on them. The reasoning. I talked about it a little last night, but I don't know that it made sense. Um, but what I would do for the longest time was I would take, like I would have balsa baits that I like to throw, um, but they were like these old school colors, and they were stuff you typically wouldn't find on like a 1.5 or like anything like that. and uh, and I'd always want to throw those baits, but I wouldn't want to practice with them. I wouldn't want to go like fun fishing with them, and I'd go out there and I'd want to fish, and I would look at the water, the conditions, and I'd want to throw that color, but it would be on like a wood bait that I didn't want to dick up. So I started just painting my plastic baits for like all my wood bait colors. I would make I would make the same colors in a plastic bait, so I could practice and fun fish with my plastic stuff, and then I would then if I had a little cheese on the line, I would go throw that. So that's what I did with these. I did some. I did the classics. I did some real throwback balsa colors with a little flair, like the little crazy eye. That makes it look new. Um, it doesn't look so archaic. Um, that one's really in there. But one of them's pretty. It the other two pretty. I didn't get too weird on them. They hold true to their. Uh, Forgot the coffee. Mernon. Jeremy, thanks for the coffee. Mernon. Mernon. All right. Next color. I also talked about this last night that I've gotten a shocking amount of requests for this over the years, and you wouldn't suspect it, but it has a cult following, and you literally only find it on very old, hard to get baits. The only place I've ever seen it. Moon glow. It's like this creamy bone with like a browny green back, light orange belly, and gold flake. I don't know. I don't know what the magic is. If that son of a bitch works. Like I said, that's a color that like if you have like one of the old gulps or something that you typically, you know, if you're going down a row of docks and you want to, you caught a bunch of fish on that bait and that color, you're going down a row of docks or something, and you're like, oh, I'd like to throw that bait, but you don't want to destroy it. That's where these come in. My expensive lure alternative. Same beautiful colors. Break the bill off and you're not crying. I only got to go fishing this year. Put a couple 20-inch smallies in the boat. What'd you catch them on? Football head? Swimmer? Hmm. One of these is missing an eye. I blew the eye out when I was clear coating it. So I have to go back and fix that. Your favorite demon. There you go. DT 6 or 10? 6 or 10? Your Mungo looks cleaner than most with that bone and orange. Yeah, it's pretty nice looking. It's pretty nice looking. And I don't know. I think it's cool to see the like a an updated body with like those old school colors. I think it's I don't know. I mean, you got that damn glitter when you hold it and uh, it moves a lot of light. I have a question. I have a question. Why stream on two platforms? I saw Marty on YouTube last night. Easier to follow the streams Q&A on one platform. Benefit to two platforms. Um, maybe Chris, just in case, since I've been streaming on two, um, basically it's to convert people from Instagram to YouTube. Um, when I do mention it, usually I don't mention it, but usually at some point in the conversation, uh, somebody will swing in. But and it's also just to keep my Instagram active. Um, I don't know that it really does anything. It probably counts negatively against my popularity with Instagram for doing live streams, but it's just I feel like it keeps my Instagram page because I've been so terrible about actually posting stuff. It's a way for me to stay active. I like it. I mean, I like YouTube better, but if I can drag a few souls over to the YouTube side by keeping my Instagram running, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And like Burns, which one you want to see? Moonglow? YouTube is better. I think that's what Chris is saying is that he wants me to permanently uh, can Instagram. But I feel like I mean I've got 15,000 people that follow me on Instagram, uh, which probably 2% know that I'm live right now. But if a couple stragglers come through and be like, "Oh, I'll watch this dude for a minute," well, you know, better than nothing. Brennan, glad you liked it. Um, thank you for the order. I will get that mailed out today. Um, how far out are we on the Chad Shed paints? Let me look. Uh, you got 4 people in front of you. What's today? Tuesday? Should get to the other dude hopefully tomorrow. I might can get to him Friday. Um, hopefully. We'll see. That would be nice. All right, now I got to put an eyeball on this thing. I said I blew an eyeball off last night. I'd say more of the time you go live, if you went live in the evening, you definitely have more peeps. Yeah, I would be if I went live in the evenings at home, dude, I would be a damn zombie. Y'all would Y'all would not like to talk to me, probably. Y'all would say, Tacklecraft has turned into a slug. Go back to 10. Because it takes me probably about, like, if I get up at 6:30 with the bean, get up at 6:30 with her, running on 4 or 5 hours sleep. Uh, it takes me about till 10 or 11, 12 to actually like wake up and be able to conversate. Uh, and then by the time I get home, get all the kids' stuff done, I would be a vegetable. Uh, Anybody heard if Burns is on Instagram? If he was wondering if he still has a booth at Hot Springs Bait and Tackle Show coming up in February. Uh, Eric's running on Dorito fumes. Uh, Kyle, I might have to rob an eye from the spy bait. I'm looking for my glue. I went and got it from the paint room, but now I've lost it. That's another thing I'm going to do today. Sorry, Tanner. I'm rather than painting today, I will probably clean up this damn disaster in here because it's a mess. It is a mess. Let's see if I can do this. All right, I should be in. Uh, Hayden, I've never. No, I don't think Burns has the. I don't think Burns has the wants or. Uh, he'd have to have the inventory to make it worth him going to the show, and I don't think uh, he's got that, nor does he want to. So I think Burns is out on shows. I think he does all he wants. Um, I got 2,000 likes on an Instagram post recently, and it came up in less than 30% of my followers' feeds. How does I mean, AJ? What does that? What does that even mean, dude? How many? How many followers did you convert from that? I was wondering if you thought it would be a good place to swing by. The Waterwood guy was just at Bass University. That's cool. Um, yeah, I don't know what. At some point in my life, I'm going to do these damn shows because I want to go out and meet everybody. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Um, so I gotta get all that planned out. I thought this year was going to be the year, but this year has started off real shitty. So uh, we shall see. We shall see. I feel like the whole world is like moving at like a snail's pace. Like nobody's really energized for anything. You know what I mean? Um, Maybe is the industry as a whole, as fans, is it just kind of lame right now? Is everybody just kind of snoozing? Because I don't feel a buzz like in years past. It's very buzzless right now. Like people still buying shit and going fishing, but there's just not like a, you know, nothing. There's nobody's like real excited. The wintertime blues. I guess I don't know. I feel like a lot of times though you get um the wintertime blues are when guys get when guys get excited because they start tinkering, they start trying to get their stuff ready for spring. I will say there's been a little spark of buzz um, recently because I've started having the guys that have uh, tournaments like big tournament AAA pro stuff. Those guys start coming out of the woodworks this time of year, and they're like, "Hey, uh, I've got a whatever, you know, my season starts next week. Can you paint 100 baits for me?" It's like, no, dude, sorry. Um, oh, everything costs too much to do anything. The closest boat bait show costs 30 for adults and 10 for kids to get in. That seems a little excessive to get into a fishing show just to go shopping. I mean, I would think $10 would be okay. Uh, Big team stuff is kicked off. That usually helps. Um, where y'all having winter at? The water temps are in the high 50s. Yeah, Tyler, I went last week and the water temps were 63. And I asked my buddy, I was like, "Damn it, dude." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "I'd legit be throwing a buzzbait right now." And I was like, "But I thought the water temps were going to be colder because it's been so damn cold." And it's like, these temps are fine. This is buzzing weather. This is buzz piece weather. Here's the last bait of the trio. SH4. You got a shitty Instagram view because my screen's cracked. Let's see what the tube gets. Does the tube get a shitty view too? There you go. You can't really see colors. And if you notice the dot, um, if you notice the dot, ever since I started, I never typically liked the perfectly round dot. I always cut like a more oval kind of dicked up shape. Um, and it stood out. Um, like a lot of guys identified my baits by the weird dot because it wasn't the standard completely round one. Um, and on these, because they were throwback to the old colors, I did the very cool, perfectly round dot. Its age appropriate. No Sharpies around here. I'll leave that to Buka. He's the Sharpie magician, which is a pretty nice move if they're leaving you and going to be fished because you don't have to worry about it. But when you get them to paint, it's really hard to get Sharpie out off of something, especially resin. Even if you wipe it off, it's still whatever's like in the resin wants to leak through and like bleed through the paint. Uh, Tyler, you have any nibbles? So the classic trio that you can't see: SH4, Clemens, Moonglow. those out. Now with the wood. If Nate was tossing a buzzer right now, it'd be hitting ice. I'm going to the Richmond show. I think it's 15 to get in, 20 at the door. Seems fair. I had Greywater flood Saturday night. That was exciting. That is fun. Brendan, I ain't sending shit down, bro. I ain't sanding shit down. I just give him a lacquer bath. Did anybody else have smallmouth crush boat recovery on the Suzy Q River in PA in the YouTube feed this morning? Hayden, I didn't. I had a video with him and Eric from like 5 years ago. Ooh, there's a good one. I think there should be a fee to get into the Bassmaster Classic Expo, and the money should go into the pot to pay the anglers. Yeah, I'd pay to get into the expo. It's usually that good. Because you're really not, I don't feel like me personally, I'm not paying to get into the Bassmaster Classic Expo to go shopping or for deals or anything like that. Like I would be paying to go and socialize. It would be like paying a cover to get in a bar. That's I would be okay with that. Dude paying 20 to go to Richmond. I think there should be. That was Dickie D that said that. Yeah, I'm with you, Dickie D. I think that would be. I think the anglers would appreciate that as well. I don't think they'd be mad about a little extra coin in their pocket. Is that good? Brandon, you on that bullshit train hard, bro. You just go to you're close enough. You should just go over to Mike's shop and get a damn job. They'll put your ass to work. What's $5 to get in there, and it would add up to 100K in the pot? Yeah, no shit, dude. I don't know how many people go to the expo, but it would certainly add a little. I'm in full don't give a fuck mode about anything pros. Is it because they switched around your MLF burns? Now you're grumpy. Yeah, 20,000 people go in there. $5 a pop. Pretty good. Yes, that's a that's a pretty good chunk of change. There was 100,000 people in Texas 2 years ago that went to the expo. That's a lot of people. Anybody else's YouTube feed besides Jeremy look like ass, or is it just Jeremy? Amy's probably in there gaming, sucking up all the internet. Dickie D, how do you get that? Kind of got the red ass over that deal. Burns is pissed. They dicked up his damn MLF format. Nate's all right. I have to go. I have to go cut people's internet feeds. Brennan looks good. Um, shit. Burns has got to go back to watching Bassmasters. I'm telling you, Amy's in there gaming. My dad's in there in the other room. He's probably watching. He's probably got uh, his phone, watching YouTube videos on his phone with the Wi-Fi, and then he's got a Wi-Fi on his computer. He's probably watching videos on simultaneously. So everybody here is probably sucking the internet today. It cleaned up. It was lagging and you're blurry. I don't know what's going on. Burns says it's glorious over on Instagram. I believe the last time the Classic was in Knoxville, they had the highest attendance, so they will break the record in 2023. Yeah. Everybody's cleared up. Good. Nate's or Rich is blurry. Rich, your bait showed up. I didn't realize they were USPS, but they did show up on Friday, I believe it was, from the United Parcel Postal Service, the man in brown. How many of you plan on going to the Classic this year? No wonder it's fried. Amy's got 3 computers going trying to get more views. I'm having a ball over here with the Instagram guys. Marty's over here on Instagram making friends, planning dinners, doing special bait drops. Dickie D's considering going. What would it take to push you over the edge, Dickie D? Burns, I haven't looked in that box yet. How about this thing? Does this look like a newbie painted it, or does it look like I know what I'm doing? Where's my other one? Work letting me go without using vacation. So here, does the person that painted this bait look like they knew what they were doing? Or does the person that painted this bait maybe look a little more like they knew what they were doing? They honestly, the scales are a little cleaner. Bars are a little cleaner. Not by much, though. So basically what this looks like is I haven't gained much in 10 years. Can dot eyes a little better. I can put scales on a little straighter, but besides that, technique's about the same. That's the second time I sent him. The first time they came back, Mark refused. I wonder what's up with that, Rich. I'm building a few more of those just for me. You want these 2 colors, Burns? Damn. You might get the close counts version. You might get the horseshoes and hand grenades version. Because those took some layering. That's the funny thing about when I undertook this project, I realized at the time all I had was time. Um, so um, it was lots of layers, and I kept like looking at it and peeling off stuff, and I was like, this is a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. Um, but I should have written down like the number of paints. I could probably go through it. One, two, three, four. It was 5 colors just for the base coat on that one before I ever laid anything else down, just to get the base color right. This one was one, two, three, four. I think this one was 4 or 5. So and that was before I ever laid scales or a spine or anything on the actual bait. I think it was a 5 count. Um, oh, Josh, yeah, yours are right there. They're not triple dotted though. I'm not going to show those either. Those will continue to be uh, in seclusion. Those will continue to live in infamy. And I will say now that we got 23 people here looking. Um, when I sell these, if I see that son of a bitch right there that comes with these two, if I see that one on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere on the internet, that will be a blacklist offense because I don't want it out there. I want it to stay between us girls, not on the interwebs, and just you check it out, like it, whatever. Until the plan is, I will release that color once I get my shad swim bait done, because I want to put it on that and then release that to the wild. Um, these are I'm kind of practicing on these, but of refining the technique. Morgan, we did do a batch of the scales, and and I have refined it to it's pretty solid. Um, um, I have honed my skills to epic proportions on those. Did a few things different, changed up a little things here and there, and since you already own one, I can send you a picture if you like of the new and improved. Yeah, if you thought your other one was good, I think these are better. Um, Rich, I know I can trust you. Um, what is the ETA on the shad? I gotta go put some clay in a mold and start building the molds. Um, so however long it takes me to go in there and dick around with that. The problem with that is I got all these dipshits that want all their baits done tomorrow, and not y'all, just everybody that sends me something and uh, wants them yesterday. Tanner, not referring to you, other people. Um, Corey, what's up, dude? Um, I have a 9-inch bait that will be coming for treatment. Ship all the stuff to me, and I will get the molds made for you. We got Row Innovations Southern version down here with Brennan. Morgan, you want me to send you a pic right now? Oh, all right. I'm gonna send Morgan a pic. Uh, hold on. Can I do this, or will it not let me? Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me get out of here. I'll have to cancel it. Oh, that's a shame. Um, but hella, you are all the time in somewhere tropical, bro. What's going on? Not y'all dipshits, the other dipshits. Exactly. Um, Kyle, that is the first rule of the tackle club with a K. We don't talk about the tackle club. TK, are you by chance a Seinfeld watcher? No, I'm actually repelled by Seinfeld. Uh, I don't like Seinfeld. Burns, you do. You have the OG version, but you have seen Burns has seen the new and improved goodness. He knows. He knows. How long is the drive from Mobile to Knoxville? I think it's like 8 hours. It's not terrible. Um, I was looking at it and it's sad because I watched this YouTube channel called like Appalachian something, and they go to the RM Brooks General Store, and it's like this general store in somewhere uh, BFE Tennessee that's between like Nashville and Knoxville, and it's kind of up towards Kentucky, and like if you were to make a triangle between Nashville, Knoxville, and this place, it would make a triangle. But the RM Brooks General Store, and it's from like the 20s, and the lady still runs it, pretty old school, and it's just like her like cooking bologna sandwiches and like shit like that, and I want to go to that place. I want to eat the bologna sandwich to see what it tastes like. I have an idea of what it would taste like, but it seems fun. Um, I just got canceled. Uh-oh. Uh, let's see. I saw we should revive the rivalry, get boosts across the aisle from one another. That would be fun. It's very delicious. You know it's going to be good when the video starts with "Don't fucking hate me." I did show Josh, and that's what I said in the video. I showed Josh the paint, and I said, "Don't hate me, bro. Don't hate me." But it's coming. Hella, is that the Red Stripes talking? Talking? Come on, dude. TK, can you believe that Eric wants more epic shads all foiled? Eric, I thought we talked about that. Damn, dude. You're gonna give Marty damn carpal tunnel or whatever they call it. What do they call it when you're that's vision, isn't it? Whatever they call it with your hands. Um, Jeremy, you ever seen that? You ever seen that place? Have you ever been to RM Brooks? I had to sell the personal stash. Nah, Eric, we know better. You can blow that smoke up somebody else's ass. He is not selling the personal stash. Nate, I hope it turns out like I think it will. Because at this point, I've only done it on wood baits. Did it on 1.5. Um, haven't done it on anything big yet, so we'll see if it converts. Might be too big. Might not work. All this might be for nothing. Um, uh, Trying to think. The only like sitcom funny show that I ever got into uh, as an adult was It's Always Sunny, and that shit is fucking hilarious. But I like growing up. I like my family didn't watch sitcoms. Nobody ever watched sitcoms. I watched Beavis and Butthead. That was about it. But The Office was good. I did get into The Office, but besides It's Always Sunny in The Office, that was it. But it took me a long time. I feel like to come around to The Office. Um, uh, yeah, Kyle, I watched Home Improvement. I can't watch it with Amy anymore because she had a big crush on JTT. She flashes back. Um, I need to go back and watch Cheers. Where was the Cheers bar at? Is that in Boston? Boston? Bactica? Growing up as Beavis and Butthead, and then Robin Big. Yeah, Robin Big was good. That was fun. Boston. Yeah, isn't it really? Isn't it really teeny? All right, let's put these up. All right, so I'm gonna have this afternoon. I will have the website full. Oh, and I will preface this and say the special baits are all numbered and they're all different. So I'm just going to go through the orders, and as they go in, you're just going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was the same way on The Office. I resisted it for a long time, and now I've watched it like 5 times. Yeah, pretty much the same way. Um, Eastbound and Down is all-time great TV. Not for the youngins, though. Correct. Eastbound and Down. I forgot about Eastbound and Down. That's Kenny Powers is probably one of the greatest characters ever created. Uh, uh, these two Burns flats, the throwbacks, and they will include the mystery bait. Boston accents make my ears bleed. Um, you know what's a show I used to watch as a kid a lot was what was that show Jack A was on? It was like numbers, it was like 227 or something like that. Dude, I used to watch damn Jack. I had a crush on Jack A. I think it was 227. Wasn't that the show? Is this the first time you numbered the baits on your drop? It's 227. All right, dude. I love me some Jack A back in the day. I was little too. Um, the first time I have numbered baits, I numbered my swim baits a couple times. Is this the first time I have numbered balsa baits? I wouldn't think so, but it might be. It's not the first time I've numbered. I know I've numbered plastic baits before, um, but I think this might be the first time I've done balsa baits. I don't know. I'd have to. I typically don't number them, but these I felt like it would help me in packaging them when who gets what. It would make it easy. I would just grab a number and man, they're specimens. They are specimens. Roseanne, ugh, I couldn't stand Roseanne. Luckily, my mom was anti Roseanne too, so she wouldn't let me watch Roseanne. She was repelled by her. Um, I got to get this little bait in the mail to Bernsey so we can see if we can make this one come back to life. It's an oddity. I've never seen you number any of my baits in the past. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't think I would have because I've never had anything I've done that I would be, wanting to number. But these were significant enough that they got numbered. Um, so yeah, Nate, I guess you would call this a flat. I guess you would call it a flat. It's weird though. It runs like a dam. We talked about doing both. I'd like to have it in this bill length, but I'd also like to have it in a little deeper diving depth, um, just for personal reasons. Um, no, I haven't. I haven't. Well, Burns, in my defense, the post office was closed yesterday, so I couldn't mail yesterday, so I had to wait till today. Um, and I will be mailing out. Burns, don't make me show it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to ruin the surprise. They don't. They don't. They don't need to see it just yet. It's not ready. It's not ready. Um, got these in the mail. Turned out great. Burns, you need one of these for your car for the Yoda. Um, Amy, is Paul Shanklin any relation to you? Probably. Uh, St. Chris, thanks for giving it a replay, bro. Ooh, AJ, you had to drive all the way to the post office to realize it. Real noob move, bro. Um, all right, I gotta send Burns. Burns Jr. is the keeper. She wants the Ned sticker. I need one for the truck, boat, and Ned box. There you go. Yeah, they actually look pretty decent. Um, they look pretty decent. Pretty decent. Good enough for me. You can read them and tell what everything is. So I think it'd be a little clear. I don't know what format. I don't know. I thought I sent them like my best file for this, but it could be a little more crisp. Or maybe I sent them the wrong file. I don't think I did, but who knows? Uh, all right, we got two for Burns. We got one for Fighter Man. Um, Hella, we have um, we have one post office here that has like a drop box that'll fit any size parcel, but it's never open. Like they keep it locked up. But that's the one they like. If I ever take packages to somewhere and like want to drop them off, they're like, "Oh, you should just go to this store because they have a drop box, but it's locked half the time, so doesn't do me any good." Um, Extra $10 and I'll autograph them for sure. That was a very uh, I don't what's the word. When I first started selling this hat, um, I sold one when I lived in Austin, and on the order it said, "Will you sign my hat?" And I read it, and I was like, "Is this dude for real?" And it was very flattering to have somebody ask me to sign their hat. I was like, surely this guy's joking. He didn't want me to sign his fucking hat. But okay. I didn't know you had Big M stickers, Marty. Send them on. We'll put them on my trunk over there. I got a sticker trunk. $5 stickers include shipping, and when Kyle said $10 for autograph stickers, shipping included. There you go. They closed the counters, but the library remains open, and some even have self-serve kiosks. Man, I wish we had one of those here. That would be awesome. I could get tons of shit done if we had if I could go to the post office whenever I wanted to. Uh, oh, that's where it needs to go. I forgot. Amy's got a yak. I got to put stickers on the yak. Um, no, we are not going to yak together. I was almost big time for a little while. I didn't know burns. How old are these stickers? Was it the design your daughter did, or does it predate that? Is it the design in your Instagram picture? Minnesota people must be more trustworthy. That's probably the case. I would not probably argue with that. I would not argue with that at all. We got some thugs around here. Hy-Vee grocery stores here are USPS affiliates. Damn, dude. Are the hooded shirts on your website on the thinner or thicker side? I've been checking one out. Um, I would say on the thinner side than the thicker side. I would say they're probably, if you own a Columbia performance shirt, it's probably maybe a little thinner than like a Columbia, but not by much. Um, yeah, they're not thick at all. But they're not paper thin either, so they're a good like in between. Um, uh oh, now we're getting kayak tips. He better get a 12 to 14 footer. His non-balancing ass going to flip a 10-foot yak if he tries to stand. Uh, no, they're not Minnesota grade hoodies. They are Dirty South hoodies. Morgan, just buy the damn thing. You're sounding like a girl. Yeah, you wanna give me send it to you, and then you can try it on, and then if you don't like it, you can do a return, like Amy does. Had to pull the distributor cap on the Bronco. The old lady kept trying to sneak down to get did the Ned tattoo on her well, and I ain't saying where. That's funny. That is funny. The distributor cap on the Bronco. Um, Jeremy, it would be nice to see stores be 24/7 again. If it ain't right, I won't wear it, Marty. I ain't trying to sweat my ass off. Um, what size are you, Morgan? Let me see. I'll go get one. If you're worried about it being too hot to like, it's gonna like be heavy. I mean, It's thin, dude. It's not heavy at all. If you, I'm trying to think if you could hold it up to the light, if you could see it. Uh, I don't know how you check the show someone the thickness of a shirt, but um, that's a medium. That's a large. Oh, you're a medium, dude. If you're a medium, you place an order. I'll hook you up with some medium shit. Um, Amy said it's 4 ounce. TK, will you charge me for your signature on the inside of the hat? No, I've been running a promo, Brennan, where the hats are 45, or actually the signature is 45, hats free. Men don't buy shit based off common sense. We're going to have to pull your man card, your dude card. Uh, yeah, if it's cold, you will not be warm. My normal clientele does run a little thick with 6Ks. Um, it was interesting getting into the merch apparel side of things because I didn't know shit about it, and how to do like what to order, and if you do like 10 mediums, 10 larges, 10 XLs, 10 2XLs, you quickly find out that you don't need 10 larges and 10 mediums. You need to take half of those at least and add them to the XLs and 2XLs. Um, so for my peeps at least. If you are XL and live in negative degrees, Amy has the perfect performance hoodie for you. There you go. Yeah, Amy does have a new shirt. Mario has a fishtail. Just broke my Tatula Elite rod trying to land a fish. Mario, that's unfortunate. We'll take a moment of silence for your Daiwa rod and go get you another one. Stop trying to boat flip tins. Um, my worst problem with clothes is I get the tall stuff, 2X, 3X. I can wear one time, then they get too short. Uh, He's trying to hard sell me on a hoodie. You got to watch her, Hella. She'll get pushy. If I said pussy, pushy on your ass. I fell down the bank. That's unfortunate. I got a Tacklecraft reward a while back. I clicked on it and it brought me to buy more stuff. Yeah, that's the whole point. But I don't know. I think that's set up wrong, Kyle. So don't abuse me. If your bonus points are like the value of everything on the website, because I still never went back and fixed that. Because I looked at somebody's last night and he had like 5,000 points, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Um, AJ, are you really that tall? 6'5"? Wow, giant human. Next thing I know, Amy's gonna make you buy a kayak for Miss Hella. Next thing you know, Amy's gonna make you buy her kayak. Like Hella, just come pick it up, bro. Come down, make a little vacation out of it when you're driving to Mexico or coming back from Mexico. Just fly through here. We'll meet up. And, you know, uh, You're gonna feel short. Hella, how tall are you? I didn't know I was gonna be in the presence of giants. Yep, you usually have a couple of thousand points, and that seems excessive. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out what all that means. Like one point. I mean, there's no telling. It's all fucked up, Morgan. Like I said, you might be able to order everything you want for free off the website because of your points. Um, like I'm between six feet and 6'1". 6'5" is very large. Um, Jeremy 6'2", 300. Jeremy, I would hate to try and push you over. That seems like a difficult task. No, Amy, I take her out in the Camus and burn fossil fuels like real men should. I know of one 10-pounder green bass, one 5 plus smallie, and a 46-inch pine, 8-pound, 18-pound redfish. Uh, for now, I'm a bank hopper planning on having a jet boat. You got to get with the program, Mario. You ain't gonna get a jet boat if you keep falling down the damn bank, breaking rods and shit. Having to replace those. Um, Amy doesn't like the boat. She wants to do her own thing out in the wilderness. She wants to get connected. I guess I'm gonna have to buy her one of those. I'm gonna have to put a hitch on her car to hold the yak. How do you transport a kayak if you drive a car? I'm sure there's things set up for it. We're gonna have to put a whole like ladder rack on her car, like a whole rack that goes over like her entire car, and make it look like a damn. Uh, Take her on regular lavish beach destinations and rent a boat with a captain. Roof racks. I think Amy's too short to use a roof rack. Knock out the back window. Great idea, Rich. Sledgehammer to the window and just slide it right in. Do I know the largest bass caught on one of your baits or his builds? Mm, yeah, but it's under dispute, and it's not under dispute to me. It's very clear. Um, but um, there was a dude down in Florida that caught like a 14 on a bull shad. I think it was 14. Caught it on a bull shad. I forget the dude's name. Um, but he posted a picture of it, and another painter claimed that he painted the bait. And I'm pretty sure in the picture you could see my signature on the side of the head, and I could tell my paint job for one. And the third thing about it was that when I was painting for Stephen Russell at Bama Bass, I was painting a ton of bull shads, and uh, I was taking the eyes out and I was removing the eyes, and I was putting those like the flat, regular like crankbait looking eyes. I was putting those in the baits instead of the regular bull shad eyes. And at the time, I was putting a fair amount of those out into the world, and uh, I that eye was kind of, you know, a signifier that I had done it, because I didn't see anybody else doing it. So that bait didn't have bullshit eyes. Um, about 100% positive it's my paint. It's got my signature on the gill plate, and it's got those eyes that I was putting in at the time. But another dude tried to claim that he painted it, and I didn't want to get into a pissing contest about it. But I was like, listen, dude, I'll pull out the damn stencil and I can show you how the bars are spaced, and like I painted it. I know I did. Um, but so um, about 14. Burns builds. Jeff Riddle, thanks for tuning in, bro. Had a lot of fun. Hope you stayed to the end. That's when it got real fun. Uh, I had a guy that caught an 8.5 on a devil's horse I did in a crawl pattern. Ooh, that sounds really awkward. AJ, where do we find that? Is that featured on your Instagram? Amy needs an El Camino. My brother-in-law has an El Camino. Um, maybe she could borrow his whenever she needs to go yak. He sells a KO TK repaint and puts your signature on them. That would be pretty funny. I did actually see um, back in the day when I was talking about last night when everybody was on. AJ, you might have seen this. I don't know. I don't know if you were dicking around then. You might have been, but it was during this whole. It was during the whole bait ball craze. Some dickhead took so when the bait balls were all the rage, where you would paint a bait that looked like a fish, and then you would paint a bunch of little fish on the bait to make it look like a school of shad. Um, that was the before Live Target came out with their little bait balls. We were painting that stuff. Um, but I saw a guy that was doing. He was doing. He was doing like photo imaging, like where you print on like the tissue paper and then you like stick it to the bait. He took a picture of a dude's bait that had the bait ball on it that was painted, and then photo imaged the paint job on a bait. And it was like I saw it and I was like, this dude literally took a picture off of this Facebook group, printed it out on his printer, and then stuck it to a bait. He couldn't even like use Photoshop to like take a fish and put little fish inside that. He literally ripped off a paint job. It was awful. I was like, dude, you are a worm. Like that's terrible. But you hated it so much you didn't take a picture of it, and of course the guy smashes a damn giant on it. Um, the old photo finish. Yeah, Burns. I don't think you're missing much, man. I don't think you're missing much with the. I heard a lot of people say that the secret to that for some people was to use that they printed on toilet paper, the thinnest, cheapest, crappiest toilet paper you could buy, made the best photo finishing material. I don't know if there's any truth to that. That could be the most tightly held secret in the photo finishing game that I just blew for everyone that photo finishes, but I don't care. Get a fucking airbrush and learn to paint. Quit putting stickers on baits. There was another guy that did that on eBay. Does a devil's horse really need to be painted? The classic red, green, and black, white, or belly color you need. Just look like a jitterbug. Um, You had to foil the bait first and then print on white tissue paper. There you go. There you go. But I heard Burns that I think uh, that the reason for the toilet paper was because it would melt in easier. Like it would accept like when you would epoxy over it or whatever, you would clear over it, it would like absorb into the clear and like kind of make a you know a thing. I don't know. I'm like I said, I've never done it, so uh, I try and stay out of that world. Um, but you don't see it as much as you used to. You used to see a lot more, but ever since Stanley Wheat passed away, he was the I guess you would call him the photo finishing guru of that sector. And when he passed away, I don't know that you see it as much anymore as when he was posting, because I think he Stanley Wheat certainly influenced uh, small generation of people, um, a small generation of people to photo finish baits. Uh, Marty, are you calling the master Stanley Wheat? Uh-oh, Josh Aaron blasted. Sorry, Instagram. Sorry, Instagram. Josh Aaron just called. What's his name on the Taco Underground? Was he on TU back in the day? Um, Stanley was probably on Tackle Underground back in the day. Yeah, if I had to guess. Um, if I had to guess, he was, and he did great. He did a great work at what he did. Um, but like I said, it was never appealing to me. The only thing that I guess I shouldn't talk about Stanley since he's not here to defend himself. Um, the only thing I ever saw him do that was questionable was he would never fully admit that it was a photo image debate. He had, what was his term? He had a term he would use, uh, and it wasn't either of those things. But it was something else. But he would never say it was like a photocopy. Um, so he kind of always skirted around when somebody was like, "Is that photo finished?" And he'd be like, it's something else." There's a guy on T that was awesome with it. It had to have been Stanley. Stanley was great. Um, he was really, really good at it. Uh, I don't know. Burns, when's the last time you were on Tackle Underground? I bought one. I bought a. Remember when they did those? I bought one of the hoodies from Tackle Underground back in the day. I hated it. I never wore it once because it had no stretch to it. So I would put it on and I would like when you moved your shoulders, like it wouldn't stretch. It would like pull, and like you put it on and you just want to like rip it off. It was awful. Um, so I've still got that in my parents' basement. It's like Camden, Missouri Tackle Underground meetup or something on the back. Uh, AJ, you never submitted for the custom lure contest. You never submitted one bait to the contest ever. I think I did twice. It's so stupid too because I think one year, I think one year I submitted my warshed and it was light years above anything that got posted, and it didn't even qualify like 1 through 4. Um, and then I think I posted a one of those bait balls, but I did a bluegill and did little stripes on all the little mini bluegill, and that one didn't qualify 1 through anything. And then the next year, a bait ball won. How's that possible? So these guys are fucking clowns, dude. These guys are clowns. So after that, I was like, I think I'm done with these dumbass painting competitions because it's not really a competition if people aren't people don't have eyeballs. My after lunch vacation nap. Hello, go take a nap. I'm about to get out of here. I got to get on my computer and ship some things out and be responsible. And I got to go try and sandblast some baits. Probably got beat by a musky lure that oddly resembles a dildo with a neon bullfrog looking paint job. Possibly. I don't remember what one, but I remember looking at them and thinking, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You were off it before you started painting. That was smart, AJ. Kaysen's got a bullet with a 300 for sale. Somebody come get it. Anybody want to go fast? Look good? Go get it. Where are you at? North Carolina, Kaysen? AJ says a lot of good info on Tackle Underground. Yes, there was, still is. But once people found out that companies were stealing designs, people stopped giving up the juice. That's a shame. Oh, Kaysen, I don't need a damn bullet, bro. I don't need a bullet. I don't need a boat. I need to clean mine up and use it. That's what I need to do. So the I'd like to know what all was thieved off of Tackle Underground. Eric, you need a bullet with a 300? You know Kaysen. He'll hook you up, man. Only $87,000. I could totally see Strike King and Berkeley getting their new paint scheme from Facebook groups. Yeah, for sure. I'd like to know who the weasels are that just like their job is to like snoop. That's gotta be a shitty job. Gotta be a shitty job. Hella, no stream this week? Come on, bro. All right, whatever. Whatever. Can do air quotes with just his eyebrows. I don't know. How did I do that? I stopped posting most debates because of that. Mario, yeah, it's a. I was I was in that camp for a while. That's why I never posted for years because I was so paranoid of getting ripped off, and I didn't want it. And I was like, you know what? At some point, you gotta get out there in the world for people to see you. And if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Berkeley had a custom painter do at least the crawls on their new baits. I forgot who it was. Was it the Bag Five guy or whatever his name was? Catch Five, Bag Five, whatever. I forget his name. He's been floating around for a while. You don't ever see his stuff pop up that much. Um, there's been so many good painters that were like um, underground dudes that like didn't that you'd see on like Tackle Underground that were really good. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Um, Burns is right. You will never get by the copycats. Uh, yeah, Mark something. Um, but you'd see a lot of those guys, and a lot of them never posted anything on like Tackle Underground. They'd have like if you went to their gallery, they'd have like one picture, but it would be like a damn heater. Or they'd post something. Mike Russell, yeah, you'd see them like talking in a comment, and then somebody'd be like, "What does that look like?" And they'd post one of their baits, and you'd be like, "Whoa, this dude is not a crumb." I had actually one of those guys. Um, I need to figure out who he is, because he was on Tackle Underground. Bag 5, yeah, that's it. Um, uh, I'll tell you before it slips my mind, the Hunter boys, Hunter bros, Hunter brothers. Those guys were really good at painting. I don't know what happened to them, but anyway, this dude was on Tackle Underground, and he sent me. I remember seeing his baits, and we had a very similar um, eye for color and just like overall like styling and color combinations. Like we had a similar eye for that kind of stuff and similar taste with how we laid down colors and stuff like that. And I saw his stuff and I was like, oh, I like this guy because it looks like me. But and anyway, the guy sent me a message on Facebook, and he's like, man, you know, follow your Tacklecraft page. You do awesome stuff. Blah 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 blah. He's like, I've got something you need. I said, okay. He said, can I have your address? I said, sure. So the dude sends me like this roll of knitting, and it's this little small diamond scale. And I looked at it and I was like, I do need this. How did you know? And like I went to like message the guy back, and he was like vanished from all of social media, and like I could never find the dude again. But I would like to say thank you for that dude sending me that mesh. But it was really like I feel like that guy was like he like knew me in another life or something. Or he was like reincarnated as somebody that like knew me because he was like it was really weird. But he just happened to like when he said you need this, like when I got it, I was like, damn, this is not easy to find. And where'd he go? I don't know. Later, Rich. Um, Pay him to take me to the dock where Tony Christensen caught multiple 6 pounders for the video documentary. There you go, Hella. I will get my scuba gear and I will get under the dock and I will take my Rubbermaid bucket and we'll load it full of 6 pounders and cut a X in the top of the lid and I will uh, get you some fish. He was from the underground portal, probably. He's living underground now. That's where he went. It's like Morpheus. Could have been. Could have been. Uh, Future you time traveling back to get you the right mesh. Maybe it was. I don't know. It's very odd. Uh, Hello, we'll go to the same pond that they caught those at, and then we'll bring them over because I think I know which pond that came from. It's in Mississippi. JP, thanks, dude. Hope you got a little bit of amusement out of it. Maybe a little info. Maybe a little bit of enjoyment. Um, it was fun. Marty, the only one that I want that I've never been able to find exactly is the Bagley octagonal kind of whatever honeycomb scale pattern that fits on like the old brass one. Uh, that's not a good representation of it. This one is. That one I cannot find. Um, that one's really hard to find in that size. So if you're curious, um, this is this is the creme de la creme of bass fishing lure painting scale mesh netting, in my opinion. Um, and I remember when I found it one time, and it was I found it when it was you could buy it in stores, and it was wedding veil material, and I found it in a package at like Michael's or somewhere, and I looked at it and I was like, "This is the Bagley scales," and you know what? Because I was such a broke ass dipshit, I didn't buy it because they wanted $20 for the wedding veil material. And I said, you know what? I cannot justify spending $20 on scale mesh netting at this point, um, when I'm doing nothing but lose money painting baits. I can't justify spending $20 on the mesh. Now looking back, I'm kicking myself because I would have the I would have the unicorn of bait scales. But it is a beautiful thing. These old Bagley scales, they're perfect. The mesh is super thin, perfect size. Man, what a bait! Uh, I remember some small minnow nets had those. Yeah, I've got. I don't know what I've got out there that I use now, but it's pretty close. It's some sort of net like that. Um, when do the new bosses drop? Sorry if I've missed out. They will drop this evening sometime. Um, that's the plan at least. Uh, I will, if y'all would like me to send out an email, I will do that, or I'll post on Instagram, whichever you prefer. But should be before I leave here. I'll probably like I usually leave here at like 5:30, usually 5:30 or 6, but should be before that. Um, but around that time usually. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Um, Morgan, it's either too thick or too thin or the wrong shape or whatever. But these Bagley scales, it was really thin, but the it held together good, like it held its shape. It didn't distort. Um, it's just perfect. And the mesh was thin enough that you get a good scale coverage that you can see like the color real good. Um, Nate says send the email. Um, oh, Bean has dance, so I'll pick the Bean up at 5:45. Okay. Uh, I need some good places that would be good for family in October with beach access. Um, Hell, it depends on how big. Like, if you want to be away from everybody, you go down Fort Morgan. But if you want to get in the middle of everything, you need to go to Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area. But Fort Morgan's really nice. Um, oh, look, 6X old lady should have a three piece or three a piece or three wadded up somewhere in the back seat of the Bronco. Hayden, I gotta see this damn Bronco, bro. Jeff, it is on my. If you go to tacklecraft.com and you go to the very bottom where it says email notifications, you will just put in your email address and it will add you to the email list. And then I'll blast out an email. Um, yeah, it's a newsletter sign up at the bottom of the website. Nasty Nate just got on. I see you, Nate. Um, Nate Rolling got a new subscriber to the website, so Nate figured it out. I got to redo my website. That's another thing I got to do in the next month or two. I'm going to completely wipe my website and start anew and redo it and just make it insanely simple rather than keep like old stuff on there. I'm just going to do like it's going to be very, very minimalistic. Um, Nasty Nate, you definitely don't want to miss these. Uh, just a newsletter, hella, just a newsletter. So if I need to, depends, Daniel. Depends how sneaky I am when I drop them. If I tell people, they go usually immediately. If I don't tell people, they'll organically be found, which is fun. Um, Sometimes I like doing that. Tell people, oh, I'll put them up on the website tonight, and then put them up in 10 minutes, and let people just kind of randomly find them. Um, Hella, um, I won't sell it. I'll only sell it to a U.S. based company. Marty, if you would have built 50 of them, I wouldn't have painted them in that color though. Jeff, we got you. You see your subscription. Uh, Probably sell it to Manson. Am I going to switch hosts? No, I'll stay with Wix. It's fine. Um, I would like to have Shopify because I could do a little more. Um, but I don't want to go through the hassle of changing over my domain and all that kind of shit. So no, I'll probably stick for Wix. Wix is fine for what I do. Um, I mean, if I had all the time and resources to sit around and do all that and learn a new way of creating a website, then I would probably do that. Um, but I'm just gonna stick with Wix. AJ just switched to Shopify. Wish I would have done it a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, there's just certain ways. It's my only issue with Wix is that there's certain things I would like to do, and uh, I wish there were different. I just wish Wix was a little more custom in how you can like set stuff up. Yeah, I think that one certainly needs to be done again, Burns. I would like to paint some of my like regular not throwback colors on it. I'd like to do it again with some just like, whatever I feel like doing. Um, it's also half the price I was paying through GoDaddy. Um, uh, Yeah, I actually haven't shopped for anything web related in a while, so I don't know. Maybe I'll look back at Shopify and dump Wix. What did you build your site through, AJ? Use the AJ referral code. Shopify has a website builder. Well, that helps. Maybe I'll look into that. And you can integrate it into your Instagram, so that's cool. Have you used that yet, AJ, where you can like post a picture and then you can buy directly from the picture? Cheap Bass has a Shopify affiliate. Yeah, now we're figuring it out. Now we're figuring it out. All right, dudes. I gotta get off of here. Go take a nap. Y'all be good. Thanks for tuning in. Use the code muffins for AJ's. Anytime you buy something anywhere, just use the code muffins. Y'all be good. Thanks for tuning in last night. If you caught it, if you didn't, Smallmouth Crush, the Wisconsin edition. Uh, it was fun. Check it out. If you feel like falling asleep, watch the replay. Y'all be good. We'll catch you on the next one. Adios, dudes.